Let me ask you this. What if I told you that hanging from a bar every single day could actually make you taller? Sounds like one of those crazy gym myths, right? I get it, we've all heard some outlandish fitness claims that make us roll our eyes, but this one? It might just surprise you. You see, bar hanging isn't just some random exercise you do when you're bored or trying to look cool at the gym. There's real science behind it. It's not just about hanging there like a sloth, hoping for a miracle. No. We're talking about spine decompression, improved grip strength, and even boosting your shoulder mobility. But the kicker, a lot of people swear that hanging can actually add some extra inches to your height not overnight. But hey, it's worth investigating, right? Stick around because what happens when you hang every day for just 5 minutes will make you rethink your workout routine. Trust me, Benefit 5 will convince you to start this practice. Number 10, increased growth, especially for teenagers. All right, let's talk about growth. No, your social media following, though, let's be real, we all wish we could grow that fast, but rather the kind of growth that happens in your bones. Specifically, when we're talking about teenagers, hanging from a bar can actually promote growth. But before you get too excited and start planning your hanging marathon to reach new heights, let's slow down and break it down. When you hang from a bar, the gravitational pull allows for the decompression of your spine. What does this do? Well, it creates more space between the vertebrae, giving them room to stretch out and breathe. For teens, this is vital. Their bones and cartilage are still growing, and stretching the spine might just help to optimize their natural growth processes. Think of it this way. If your body is like a rubber band, and you've got it stretched out, you're giving it room to grow and get stronger. The same principle applies to your bones. When hanging, your body gets to naturally lengthen as it works against gravity. And no, I'm not promising you'll wake up tomorrow taller. But what hanging can do is stimulate growth hormones. If you're a teenager who's still in your growing phase, this can definitely contribute to a little extra inch or two, assuming you've got your nutrition and sleep game on point. If you're past your growth spurt, don't throw in the towel just yet. Hanging daily still benefits you in other ways. It's about stretching your spine, improving flexibility, and getting your back in better shape. But for teens, this is your golden ticket to maximizing the potential of those growth spurts. If you want to reach your full height, start hanging out more, literally. Number 9, improved hand and forearm strength. Let's be honest, we all want to look stronger. And whether you're lifting weights, carrying groceries, or just trying to open that stubborn jar of pickles, the strength of your hands and forearms is super important. But here's the kicker. Most people overlook this part of the body when they think about training. Sure, you want that chiseled chest and those big biceps. But what about the grip? Yeah, I'm talking about that sweet, strong hand grip you're going to need if you want to level up in the gym, in life, or even in your day-to-day activities. Let's talk about hanging from a bar and how it'll make your forearms the unsung heroes of your fitness routine. When you grab the bar and hang, guess what happens? You're putting your grip strength to the test. The longer you hang, the more your hands and forearms have to work to maintain that hold. It's a simple equation. The more you hang, the stronger your grip gets. This is an easy concept that most people don't realize, but it's incredibly effective. The muscles in your forearms and hands are put to the test when you try to hold on to that bar. And if you think it's no big deal, try hanging for as long as you can without giving up. Feel that burn in your forearms? Yeah, that's your body building the strength it needs. Over time, that grip will only get stronger, which means better performance in other exercises too. Let's take deadlifts, for example. If you've ever tried deadlifting a heavy weight and had to stop because your grip was failing, you know exactly what I mean. But guess what? If you're hanging regularly, you're improving your grip and forearm strength, which means your deadlifts and other exercises that require holding on to heavy stuff will get easier. Next time you're hanging from a bar, remember, you're not just working your back or shoulders. Your hands and forearms are grinding too, getting stronger with every second. And trust me, that's going to pay off in a big way when you're getting attention in training. You're enjoying the video? Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button. Number 8. Strengthening the back and chest muscles. Oh, so you think hanging from a bar is just a cool party trick? Think again, my friend. Hanging from a bar is actually a powerhouse move for strengthening your upper body, specifically your back and chest muscles. Yes, those muscles you might ignore while you're busy flexing your biceps in the mirror. Here's the deal. When you hang from a bar, your back muscles are forced to engage in order to keep your body stable and prevent you from just flopping down. The key muscles involved here are the latissimus dorsi, those big wings on your back that give you that V shape, and the traps. As you hang, these muscles have to work overtime to keep your torso in position. But wait, there's more. If you change your grip, you target even more muscle groups. For instance, an overhand grip, palms facing away from you, will focus more on your upper back, particularly the lats and traps, while a neutral or underhand grip, palms facing toward you, brings in your chest muscles and biceps. This variation in grips essentially turns hanging into a full-body workout. And let's not forget about your chest. You know those push-ups or bench presses that everyone raves about? Well, they get a little boost when you start incorporating hanging into your routine. By hanging, you're helping your chest muscles stay engaged and work alongside your back for a well-rounded upper body workout. It's almost like the upper body version of a leg day. You can even take it a step further. Try hanging with your knees bent or doing some dynamic hanging exercises like knee raises or leg lifts. This forces your abs and chest to work even harder. It's a sneaky little way to train the whole upper body in one move without ever touching a dumbbell. You're at the park or in the gym, don't just grab that bar and hang there like a sloth. Engage those back and chest muscles. You'll be seeing some serious gains in no time. Number 7. Ease and accessibility. Here's the thing. Working out doesn't need to be complicated. If you think you need an entire home gym setup or a subscription to some fancy fitness class, you're missing the point. In fact, some of the best exercises out there are as simple as hanging from a bar. And the best part? You can do it practically anywhere. I mean, come on. A bar is all you really need. Want to get your workout in at home? Install a pull-up bar in a doorway? At the park? Find a sturdy horizontal bar? At the gym? The bar is probably already waiting for you. It's one of the most accessible exercises out there, requiring minimal equipment and minimal space. And let's be real, who doesn't like simplicity? And if you think this exercise is only for gym rats or fitness junkies, think again. It doesn't matter what your fitness level is, hanging from a bar is a fantastic option for anyone, whether you're just starting your fitness journey or you're a seasoned pro. All you have to do is grab the bar and start hanging. If that's too difficult, you can even start with assisted hangs or dead hangs with your feet on the ground for support. No excuses, people, and no. You don't need to drop big bucks on a fancy gym membership or a ton of expensive equipment. A simple pull-up bar, which can cost less than the price of your monthly coffee fix, is all it takes to start reaping the benefits. So, don't tell me you don't have time or money for a workout. With a bar and a little willpower, you can literally work out anytime, anywhere. Plus, it's super low impact, which means you don't have to worry about beating up your joints like you would with heavy lifting. Whether you're in your living room or at the park, you can get in a solid workout. It's accessible to literally everyone, no excuses. Number 6. Injury prevention. Here's the truth. We all know that feeling the pain in your back after sitting at a desk for hours, the tension in your shoulders after a long day of carrying groceries, or the stiff knees from running too much. Wouldn't it be nice if you could prevent those injuries before they even start? Well, guess what? Hanging from a bar is like your body's little insurance policy against injuries. And I'm not talking about those boring, expensive supplements. This is real, no-nonsense injury prevention. You might be thinking, how can hanging from a bar actually prevent injuries? Well, let me break it down for you. When you hang from a bar, you are engaging your core, back, shoulders, and even your legs. The muscles that support your spine, the ones that usually get overlooked, get a serious workout. These muscles stabilize your body during the hang, which means you're strengthening them in a way that directly translates to preventing injuries. The best part? Hanging helps reduce the stress on your spine and joints. For example, If you suffer from chronic back pain, and let's face it, who doesn't these days? Hanging from a bar can help alleviate some of that discomfort. The decompression effect you get from hanging stretches out the spine and reduces the pressure on your discs. So, instead of waiting for the pain to hit, you're actively reducing it. Let's talk shoulders for a second. Hanging is like a stretch and strength exercise combined for your shoulder joints. It opens up the space in your shoulder capsule, which helps to improve mobility and prevent shoulder injuries. And you thought the only way to take care of your shoulders was with a bunch of rotator cuff exercises, didn't you? Well, guess what? Hanging is just as effective. But I know, some of you still think you're invincible, right? Until you get that nasty tweak in your lower back, that is. Start hanging from a bar regularly and watch how it improves your posture, flexibility, and overall joint health. The best part is, you won't even know how much you were preventing until you experience that sweet relief when you actually don't get hurt. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Number 5, back pain reduction. Listen, if you're sitting in front of a screen right now with a nagging ache in your lower back, it's time for some honesty. You've been ignoring your back for way too long. Let's face it, our sedentary lifestyles aren't doing our spines any favors. But here's the kicker. The secret to relieving back pain might not be in some expensive massage or that ridiculous contraption you saw on TV. The answer? Hanging from a bar. That's right. The simplest exercise might be the one that saves your back. How, you ask? Well, the magic of hanging from a bar is all about decompression. You see, when you're hanging, gravity is doing what it does best, pulling your spine apart. This has a positive effect on your vertebrae and discs. Over time, the decompression relieves pressure on your intervertebral discs, which can actually help reduce chronic back pain, particularly in the lower back. Oh, but it doesn't stop there. Hanging also works wonders for your posture. You know how you're always slouching over your computer or phone? Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. When you hang from a bar, you're literally forcing your body into a more natural, upright position. And let me tell you, your back will thank you for it. You're stretching out those muscles and ligaments in a way that improves spinal alignment. People with chronic lumbar pain, especially those who spend most of their day sitting, are the ones who benefit most. Regularly hanging from a bar can reduce the tightness in the muscles around your lower back, making those chronic pains disappear like magic. This is no quick fix either. It's a long-term strategy. The more you do it, the better you'll feel. Let me be clear. If you're still popping painkillers or lying down with a heating pad, you're doing it wrong. Get yourself a pull-up bar, hang for a few minutes a day, and feel your back pain gradually melt away. And I promise you this, the results will blow your mind. You won't even recognize the old you who used to cringe at the thought of sitting for too long. Number 4, improvement of respiratory and cardiovascular capacity. You probably don't associate hanging from a bar with improving your heart or lungs, right? I mean, you might be thinking it's just a back and arm exercise. But let me hit you with the truth. This simple move can do wonders for your cardiovascular health and breathing capacity. Surprised? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to explain how hanging from a bar is not just for building strength, it's actually a sneaky little cardio boost. When you hang from a bar, your body isn't just chilling there like a sloth. Nope, you're engaging a whole bunch of muscles at once. Your arms, shoulders, core, and legs are all involved in the process of stabilizing you. This means that your body needs more oxygen to fuel the muscles that are working. And guess where that oxygen comes from? Your lungs, my friend. The more you hang, the more your lungs have to work, which gradually improves your respiratory efficiency. Now, let's talk about your heart. You're probably used to the idea that cardio means running or cycling, right? Well, think again. Hanging from a bar engages your muscles enough to get your heart rate up, even if it doesn't feel like an intense workout. That sustained engagement of various muscle groups for an extended period of time makes your cardiovascular system work harder, which builds stamina and endurance over time. It's not just a strength exercise. It's secretly a low-impact, full-body cardio workout in disguise. And here's the kicker. People often overlook this, but the more you train your cardiovascular system in this way, the better your overall fitness becomes. A stronger heart means more efficient oxygen distribution to your muscles, helping you recover faster from other workouts. Over time, you'll notice you're breathing easier during all sorts of activities, not just hanging from a bar. Hanging from a bar isn't just good for your muscles and spine. It's also secretly boosting your cardiovascular health and respiratory capacity. If you think this is just some passive hangout session, think again. You're building endurance, improving heart function, and breathing like a pro, all while casually hanging from a bar. It's like hitting multiple birds with one stone. And trust me, you won't want to skip this underappreciated exercise in your routine. Number 3, strengthening the core. Here's a dirty little secret. Most people think they can only build core strength by doing endless sit-ups, crunches, and planks. But what if I told you that hanging from a bar could actually be way more effective than all those tedious floor exercises combined? Yeah, I'm serious. You might be skeptical right now, but by the end of this, you'll be rushing to your nearest pull-up bar. Let's break it down. When you hang from a bar, your body is in a state of constant tension, trying to stabilize itself. This involves your entire core, not just your abs, but also your obliques, lower back, and even your hip flexors. Every muscle from your shoulders to your pelvis has to work overtime to keep your body from swinging around or falling. Sounds intense, right? That's because it is. When you engage your core this way, you're building functional strength. You're not just doing static crunches. You're actually working to hold your entire body up against gravity. Hanging from a bar isn't just about building abs like you see in fitness ads. It's about building a strong, stable trunk that supports your entire body. This means better posture, improved balance, and greater efficiency in almost every movement you make, from walking to running to lifting. And let's be real, who doesn't want a solid core that's built to last? But here's the plot twist. It's not just about the core muscles you can see. Hanging from a bar also targets the deeper muscles that protect your spine and support your internal organs. These are the muscles that most people forget to train, which is why they end up with back pain or poor posture. By regularly hanging, you're strengthening these deep stabilizers, which leads to a healthier, more resilient body overall. You think about skipping out on core day at the gym. Consider hanging from a bar for a few minutes instead. It's challenging, effective, and you won't be wasting your time doing endless sit-ups that don't even target the muscles you need. Hanging from a bar is a simple yet brutal way to build core strength, and believe me, your entire body will thank you for it. Number 2, improving spinal health. All right, let's talk about something that often gets ignored: your spine. You think about it when you're slouching in your chair, right? But do you ever think about actively taking care of it? No? Well, you should. Here's the deal. Hanging from a bar is one of the best things you can do to improve the health of your spine. Yes, you heard that right. Your spine is begging for you to start hanging like a monkey. I'm not even joking. Don't just take my word for it. The act of hanging creates a decompression effect on your spine. Imagine your vertebrae. Those little bones stacked up in your back are constantly compressed by gravity, poor posture, and the daily grind. Over time, this pressure can lead to all sorts of problems, from chronic back pain to nerve issues. But when you hang, gravity does the opposite of what it normally does. It stretches out your spine and gives those poor vertebrae some space to breathe. This is basically a natural way to give your back a reset. Ever heard of spinal discs? These are the cushions between your vertebrae. When you hang, the tension on your spine encourages better circulation and nutrient flow to these discs, which helps keep them healthy. When your discs are happy, your back feels great. This decompression effect is especially beneficial for people who have sedentary jobs or spend a lot of time sitting. Let's be honest, a lot of us are hunched over desks all day. Hanging from a bar gives you a moment of freedom. You're literally giving your spine a break from all the pressure. But wait, there's more. As your spine gets decompressed and your posture improves, you'll start noticing some other surprising benefits: less pain, better mobility, and a more confident stance. Your spine supports so much of your body's structure, and when it's in shape, your overall health improves. Instead of popping painkillers every time your back hurts, why not give hanging a try? It's free, it's easy, and it works. Number 1, increasing flexibility of the spine. Now, this is where things get really interesting. If you've ever felt stiff after a long day of work or exercise, you know how uncomfortable it can be. But what if I told you there was an easy way to improve the flexibility of your spine without having to do crazy stretches or yoga poses that make you feel like you're about to snap in half? The secret, hanging from a bar. That's right. It sounds too simple, but it's actually a game changer when it comes to spinal flexibility. When you hang from a bar, your body is forced to stretch and elongate. This is especially true for your spine. Over time, this stretch helps to loosen up the muscles along your back, reduce tightness in your lower back, and improve the range of motion in your vertebrae. It's almost like you're giving your spine a chance to reset after all. It's been compacted all day with gravity and bad posture. But the best part? You don't need to commit hours to it. Just a few minutes of hanging each day can help you unlock more mobility in your spine, leading to better flexibility overall. This might sound like a small thing, but trust me, the results are noticeable. As your spine becomes more flexible, you'll feel more fluid in your movement, whether you're bending down to pick something up or stretching your arms after a workout. Here's a kicker. Not only does this improve your flexibility, but it also helps with overall joint health. By hanging, you're not just stretching your spine, you're giving your joints a chance to move freely and without restriction. This is crucial as you age, since joint stiffness and limited mobility can become a major issue. So hanging isn't just for those who want a strong back. It's a powerful tool for keeping your body flexible and ready for anything life throws at you. Want to improve flexibility? Want to move better? Start hanging. It's literally that simple. You like the video? Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.